Hello everybody, this is Lemon and today I have another redstone tutorial for you. This time it's a button operated 3x3 door. It's pretty fast and really compact. It's only 7 wide, 3 deep and 8 tall, and it works like this. So if I just crack away the walls here, you can see a bit better what's going on. And I've also colour coded the circuits, so I'm going to help explain it better. So first of all, we've got a little simple input here, just a button, and that's going to go into the purple circuit, which is the first pulse short monostable circuit, which is here. We've also got another one on the back there. And so how this works, most people probably know this, it's just when you apply this redstone, it pushes the piston up, but it just allows the signal to go through this block for a really short amount of time, like that. So that creates a 1 tick pulse, and what 1 tick pulses do, it will make this piston do that, and then 2 ticks later this is going to fire again on a 1 tick pulse, and then a bit after that a bottom piston is going to push up, and we're going to have that. Then the exact same thing is repeated on the next time you press the button. So this is going to get fired, this one here, so it's going to bring it back, then this is going to fire and bring that back, then that's going to fire, and then we can just add in an extra 2 pulses to do that. So when it goes down, that will pulse again through here or through there and retract it. Now I've set up a little mock-up of this circuit to explain it a bit better. So I've created a slightly simplified version of what we just saw to help explain it. And I've just got this little redstone block here, because when I place a torch on top of that, because it's powering it, it will make it flash off and create a 1 tick pulse. That's a really easy way when you're doing testing to create a 1 tick pulse. So as you can see, the input goes into this block, so that gets 1 tick pulsed, and then this gets 1 tick pulsed 2 ticks later, like that. So it's just 2 1 tick repeaters to make sure it stays 1 tick into that piston, and that gets pushed off as well. And then a little while later we've got a long pulse there, which just pushes that bottom piston up and fills in the part of the door we wanted. And as I said earlier, the exact same thing happens again. 1 tick pulse, 1 tick pulse, and that fires. Then we just have to add in a pulse here and a pulse here, and it retracts it. Now if I actually set this up a bit better like that, you'll see the exact same thing happening on both times you do it, and this was really helpful in allowing it to be so small, because all I had to do was figure out how to fit an extra circuit around the back here that would add in an extra 2 pulses when this happens. And I did that pretty simply with the help of Selulance. He helped me build this. I kind of had the idea for it, but I couldn't quite get it to work, and he really helped do that. So as you can see, this one's a bit set up a bit differently. The timings are slightly different. It says a 3 tick repeater here and a 4 tick repeater there, but the principle is still exactly the same. And now as you can see, the top pistons are powered by, when this 1 tick pulse comes through here, it fires this block up, and this powers on the top pistons permanently. But what it also does is it lets this go down, which blocks off these lines of redstone on this second monostable circuit. And what that means is, on the primary edge, the time we press the button that makes the door close, this block is going to come down just in time, not to let a pulse come through here and go to these pistons. But when we press it to open it, the block is pulled back in time so the pulse can come through. So if I just extend my input around here and press the button, you can see there, that comes down and just blocks the pulse just in time. So this little green circuit, which is the kind of like the double extender, can't fire. But now on this edge, look, it pulls away and the pulse can go straight through and add the extra 2 pulses, which allows it to work. And that's how it's so compact and nice and simple. And the reason I've got a 3 tick repeater here is just because the way all the timings on top ended up with this piston pushing down, I could, well, Selu did this part could make it just a bit faster and work better if we have this 3 tick coming through. So I'll now show you a tutorial of how to build it, and I'll see you there. So as I seem to say at the beginning of every video, we start off with the standard 3x3 piston layout, a double extender on the bottom, which is going to move these 2 blocks about with a piston on the side. Everything's sticky here, 3 on each side there and 1 on top, and this is all that's needed for the door. Now first of all we're going to do the input, which I'm going to do in red. So that's going to go here, which is on the same layer as that piston there and just out from here. We're going to have a bit of redstone on there and our button. Now this needs to go through a pulse limiter to make it 1 tick pulse, because that pulse is too long. We do that like this, pulse limiter in purple and a 1 tick repeater. We put a block there, it's nice and simple, creates a little 1 tick pulse. Now next, the rest of this main circuit, we just want to power this piston 2 ticks after we've done that, so we do 1 ticks and 2 ticks and power that a bit weirdly. We do it like this, so these are going to run out here into a block, which then goes into a block with redstone on top, and then power this piston from the bottom, just like so. We just put them back, and that's it for the main circuit, except for this bit around the back. We're going to place a 4 tick repeater here, but if you notice when I press the button, it's actually going to fire the wrong piston after the 4 ticks. It's going to fire that top one again. We don't want that, we want to find the bottom one, and the way we actually do that is by taking this another signal from here, like that. So redstone dot goes into all these blocks, a 3 tick repeater into a block like that, and then a redstone dot on there leading outwards like that. And this is just so this is on 3 ticks, which is a bit less than that, so it can lift the bottom piston up, then that 4 tick one can sustain the pulse, just like so. And that's really simple. It's just that for the main circuit we just need 2 extra pulses to go on one of the times you press the button, and the pistons on top. So if I just fill in this area around here, which will make our walkway like this, so this is where we're going to come through, and we want to power these other pistons. The way we do that is we're going to have a sticky piston here, which is going to fire up our yellow block like that, and then it will tract it the next time we press it. Now we're going to put some sand on that, or some gravel if you don't have any sand. On here you're going to stack that 3 high, and so when we press the button, that is going to be, if we just get some yellow wool, this is going to get pushed up in the way of this repeater. You can just put a torch or a lever, doesn't matter, I'll just use the lever there. So you can see this is going to be pushed up so it powers this, and now we just need to get the signal to all of these. And the way Selulance did this, it's so they all power on at the same time, which makes it nice and in sync. So first of all we're going to take a signal from this block round and down like this. So just bring that round, this box on the middle piston, and that will power those 3. Now power the ones on the other side exactly the same, just bring a line straight across there, and no, we don't do it there, we bring it up over here, down there, and then down this side. We don't do it on here because this is there's going to be a piston facing downwards, so on the side of the middle block, piston facing downwards with block on it, and this will come into play later for the last circuit. And now we just need to power the top one, and we can do that like that. So now, as you can see, the whole door closes. We just need to grab that middle block, which isn't too hard. So I'm going to use some green wool, some lime wool for this. And so if we just, well, this is actually part of the pulse limiter, so I'll do that in purple still. I'm going to bring that line along even further up here. I'm going to block it off there so it doesn't interfere with the input, and then the double extend is simply going to be that block there. Repeat it on 4 ticks of delay, going, and also this here. But as you can see, we want this to face into that block here, so it'll power the piston when it's lifted up. So we're just going to put a block there, and that'll block it off, and it'll go straight through. So first it will pulse that block, and then this piston a bit later will power this. And that's it. So we can press the button, closes, and opens. Very nice. And now, if they've got anything wrong with it, you may have pressed the button while you were playing with it and building it, and this may be in the wrong place. So when the door is open like this, and these ones are not open, you want this block to be at the bottom, not there. You want it to be down there. Just put the sand back. And yeah, and if you're wondering about how to input it, you can use a stone or wooden button, and if you want you can take a line in from here, or one like this, doesn't matter what. You don't need to have it on this block here. And you just need to bear in mind that this redstone has to face into the piston. You can't do anything like this because the line isn't going into the piston. If you did this, just take it into that block to simplify things, or if you can't do that, you can do something like so, going into that piston there. Very simple. If you've got any problems, write them in the comments and I should swiftly answer you. I normally do get around to doing it quite quickly. And yes, thank you for watching. If you like this tutorial, give it a like. If you have any problems, of course, leave it a comment. Any feedback, also give it a comment. Subscribe if you want to see more of my stuff, and thank you for watching. This has been TT Lemon.